So I'm going to do a very, very quick kind of introduction, if you like, to kind of summarise what it is we're up to. And I like to do this by starting off with 3 questions. So what if there is a simple way to protect the Earth, to protect future generations? And those future generations, as what Claire said, has highlighted, are not just, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. They're our children now, because it's that immediate. What if there is a powerful way to stop corporations destroying the planet, to have them put the planet before the profit, so that we start rebalancing that ratio that Claire's talking about? And what also, if there is a way that those people who stand up to protect the Earth, to protect their communities, and put themselves really on the front lines of ecocide, of ecosystem destruction, who put their bodies in the way, what if there was a way for those people not to be criminalised, as often happens now, to be seen as what they truly are, what we all truly are when we take those steps, and that is as conscientious protectors. We're all familiar with conscientious objectors from the 20th century who saw the harm of war, who wanted no part of it. Their conscience told them, I want no part of this. In the 21st century, right here, right now, we are dealing with ecocide as the big issue of our time. Climate change is the big issue of our time. And the conscientious protectors of the 21st century are taking it a step further. So it's not just, I see the harm, I want no part of it. It's, I see the harm, and I cannot sit by. I must stop this from happening. I must prevent it in whatever way I can feel to do that. And Mission LifeForce is actually about bringing all 3 of those things together. And it does so in kind of really 2 different arenas. And I like to call them upstream and downstream. So the kind of overall aim of upstream direction, if you like, is to make ecosystem destruction criminal. Because believe it or not, it's not. In most of the world, it is legally permitted to destroy ecosystems willy-nilly with dangerous industrial activity. So at the top level, what we aim to do is to add ecocide to the list of international crimes at the International Criminal Court. And that's actually quite a simple concept. And that's the ultimate aim of the campaign. When you sign up to Mission LifeForce online, just a little one-page form, when you sign up to that, that is what you are supporting. How are you supporting that? Because the International Criminal Court is made up of around 2/3 of the world in terms of its membership, 124 states. And every one of those states has the possibility to amend its governing document, their own statute, has the possibility to add ecocide to that document and to make it, to table it as an international crime. And there are little countries who are right at the sharp end of climate change. These are the small island states who are already going underwater. It is a really immediate thing for them. They're suffering 10 typhoons a year rather than 1 a decade. It's really a very immediate thing for them. They have the incentive to do this. Not like the big economies like the UK, were deeply steeped in fossil fuel industry. These guys, they're suffering it. They're at the sharp end. They have every incentive. They just don't have the funds. You're on a little island in the Pacific. How are you going to get to The Hague or to New York, which is where the big conferences happen every December? How are you going to get there? You're far too busy dealing with all the problems that you have at home. But you have the power to do it. So our campaign is literally funding directly the flights, the conferencing, the legal research, the legal representation, the accommodation for those delegates from those islands and ministers from those islands to come to the table and make that amendment and table it and make that noise. They have the power to do it. So there's a very direct, it's a very direct fundraise, crowdfund, global crowdfund, to allow that to happen. It's also quite unique in the way that we set it up because it also has a huge amount of power at the downstream end for those conscientious protectors who are standing up to protect their communities. And that is because it is a crowdfund. It's not just a simple crowdfund or a petition, but it's based on a legal trust fund document that has been rubber stamped right across the world, and therefore stands as a valid legal document right across the world. And when you sign up to Mission LifeForce, you are signing that document. And there's no ongoing administrative or legal obligations involved. You're simply putting some money into a trust fund and gaining, in a sense, a kind of status that reflects you as an earth protector. Because what is Mission LifeForce? It's a mission for earth protectors, and we are all in that space. If you're in that room, you're in that space. You want to protect the earth. You want to address this incredible, extraordinary, facing our own extinction, which is the first time it's ever happened, for humanity. You want to address that. You're an earth protector. And the earth protector's mission is about aligning the force of law with the force of life. Mission LifeForce.